The fundamental distinction we make at the beginning is the distinction between light and shadow. You can think of this as two countries, the country of light and the country of shadow. I realize this sounds like the beginning of a bad fantasy novel, but please bear with me. There's a border separating these two countries. Unfortunately, there are many different names people use for this border. Some call it shadow line or shadow edge, some call it bedbug line, and some even call it core shadow, which is a good approximation but not quite accurate. I personally really like the word terminator. This is what astronomers call the dividing line on a planet between the dark side and the illuminated side. I like the word terminator because it reminds me that the light terminates at some point on the surface. Let me show you what I mean. Let's move the camera so that we can see what the light can see. You might notice that there's no shadow on this head right now. That's because what the light sees is, by definition, illuminated. It is in light. We are now looking at the lit side of this head. If we leave the light at the same position, but move the camera a little bit to the side, we can see the shadow again. This means that the terminator marks the boundary of the area that the light sees. What the light can't see is what falls into shadow. For any given light source, there is no ambiguity. Either something is in light or it's in shadow. Let's look at this drawing again. I don't know if you like this drawing or not, but I hope you agree that the sense of light and the sense of form are working fairly well. This is because I chose to pay close attention to finding the terminator and maintaining a clear separation between light and shadow. Once this first step was achieved, I was able to systematically take the drawing further by using more advanced light effects. Are you ready to learn how to do this? Well, boys and girls, tighten your seatbelts because we're about to go deep.